At Leeds Trinity University there are 6 modules you can study, including modern world history and French Revolution. You right, Carl?
Not bad, mate, yeah.
Not too bad.
Some of the more broader modules, such as the Patterns and Periodisation module, which focuses on more broad subjects of history, such as the history of Great Britain and the study of the English castle, are more in depth. However, there are some modules that don't focus on history, but more how history is interpreted and studied, such as the History and Contemporary Society module, which focuses on how history is portrayed through museums, documentaries and historical films.
We're really keen that students experience a particularly broad range of topics and sorts of history, broader than you generally get with a smaller university department such as ours. So we try to make sure there's some medieval and early modern history, as well as modern history, history of different countries, different continents, different sorts of history. So there's gender history, social history, cultural history. Students get to use a wide range of different sources throughout their studies. So not just the traditional documentary sources, but also some sources such as architecture and paintings and material cultural objects from everyday life, for instance.
The history course at Leeds Trinity University opens up a variety of job opportunities through the skills you learn from being on the course, such as social skills, organisational skills, working in teams and presenting. The skills you gain from the course itself is just as important from the degree. In fact, over 90% of students go into further education or the workplace.
And one of the best things about studying history at Leeds Trinity is the course itself. It's not made up of lectures in big auditoriums like this, so you'll never be in this situation. In fact, the majority of the courses are taught in classrooms such as this one that hold around 25 to 30 people. Now that doesn't even compare to a lecture theatre that holds 200 people. And the best thing about these sessions is that the lecturers try to make them as interesting and engaging as possible, using interactive whiteboards, PowerPoint presentations, debates, etc.
And finally, just on assessment, have the range of assessments benefited you or others?
Definitely, I think the range is massive. I mean, you've got your traditional essays and stuff, which we have a lot of, but you've got a lot of support when you're putting those together as well. But like the range you've got, there's presentations involved, which I think have been brilliant, because I've actually started off as quite a shy person and stuff, but through having presentations and things, you kind of really boost your confidence and you kind of realise, do you know what, I do know what I'm talking about and I can say this. And I've just recently done my dissertation one, and from that I've realised, do you know what, I do know what I'm doing, and take that away and actually produce a good piece of work from that.
Also, one of the best things about studying history at Leeds Trinity is the lecturers are largely based on this floor or the floor below. So if you need to see them about a personal tutor meeting or maybe discuss an essay, vast majority of the time they're only a door knock away.
Hi Rosemary, you alright?
See you soon, take
See you soon, yeah, you too. Now, there will come a time when the lecturers aren't available. They're not superhumans. They're not available every waking second of every waking day. But don't stress. You can always just drop them an email or, give them a ring or text them.
Do you think the course is well taught?
The course here is extremely well taught, and that's mostly due because of the close working relationship between the students and lecturers, which has developed over the course here.
Hi, I'm Ben. I'm the president of the History Society for next academic year.
Hi, I'm Charlotte and I'm a member of the Society.
So, Ben, could you please just tell us briefly what the History Society does or aims to do?
Basically, the History Society itself is about bringing everyone from every year we can together as a social group. We do offer the academic support as well, so students don't always have to ask lecturers what's going on, because the students, let's face it, have been there themselves. But we offer varying events, etc., that Charlotte will talk about.
So, what previous events has the Society held that have been a success, Charlotte?
In the past, we've been the old ball at the end of the road for some meals. We've also had social meetings in the student union for a few drinks, and we did the historical Otley run.
following on from that, what upcoming events are the Society going to hold?
In the future, we hope to do the traditional LTU run again. We also hope to go on more nights out with VIP access and more like meet-ups in the student union. We also hope to offer alternative events like bowling, meals for people who prefer not to do drinking events.
So Ben, just to briefly conclude, what exactly, from a level 4 perspective, new student, what do you put into the society and what in return do you get out of it?
Well, the society is going to offer a two-tier system. We're going to offer a point where people can be and come to the events for free without paying a membership fee, which will be £10, but they won't be entitled to the benefits of those who do pay the membership fee. Whereas members who pay the £10 will be entitled to, say, free travels if we go on a historical trip, or to the VIP bands that we're able to organise with the clubs and that, and they will have access to that. Secondly, what do you believe to be the selling point of the history course, specifically for level 4s at Leeds Trinity?
Well, I would say it's a progressive course. We're going to take you right the way through developing skills level by level. It's a course that covers a wide variety of periods and different sorts of history. And it's a course which is rooted in a very small department where we're kind of a close-knit teaching team. And we also get to know the students very well, and we're really keen also that the students develop a real sense of a kind of common identity and learn to work with each other.
I'd say my favourite memory of my first year here has probably got to be a particular time in one of our modules where a wasp came into the room and he scared one of the classmates.
Favourite memory of first year?
Doing our project video was quite good. It just a bit different from doing any kind of like essay or report writing. So
my favourite memory of first year would have to be the Otley run. Now that was a fantastic night full of alcohol, jokes, and an arm wrestle between an Oompa Loompa and myself.